Hello students, let us continue the chapter Log On to Access. Starting MS Access 2016. To start MS Access, you have to first click on the Start button and here you have to come to Microsoft Office and here you have the option Access. Click on it. Here, the start screen of MS Access appears. Creating a database. MS Access offers two options to create a new database, which are as creating the database using a template and creating a blank desktop database. Let us learn them. Creating a database using a template. MS Access templates have predefined tables, queries, forms and reports which help you to easily create a database. Okay. Now to create a database using a template, first you can see on the right side of this start screen, in the right pane, you can see there is a suggested searches. Here you can click on the personal. Okay, now the templates appear here of personal search. Okay. Now here we can click on Personal Contact Manager. Click on it. Okay, when we click on it, we come to the description of that template. This is the description of the template. You can see here. Now here you can give the name of the database which you want. Okay, here at the bottom you can see there is a location, path of the location where this database is being stored, or you can set the location clicking on that folder icon. After that, click on Create. Now you can see this is the form view of this personal contact database. Now for adding more fields to this current template, what we have to do is on the Home tab you have to click on View. You can see here there is in the View group there is View option. Click on the drop down menu. Here you have to click on Data Sheet View. Okay. So here in the datasheet view, this is the datasheet view. We have first name, last name, email address, business phone, company, job title. All these fields are already there in this template. Okay. Now we need to add more fields. For that, in the right side you can see here there is field list pane. Okay, field list pane. Here you can get any field which you wanted. Here let me take birth date. Just double click on it or just drag and drop it. You have to just double click on it. Now see, the birth date field is entered here. If I want to enter it here, this side, after this, then you have to double click on Marshal status. See, Marshal status is entered as a field here. Okay, by this we can add more fields in this template. And this is how we can create a database using a template. Creating a blank database. In case you want to create your own customized database, it is recommended to use the blank desktop database option. Here you can see blank desktop database option. You have to click on it. Okay. Here you can write your desired file name and the location. You can give the location from here. Okay. And then you have to click on Create button. Now see, a new database with a blank table named Table 1. Blank table with the name Table 1 has appeared in the datasheet view. Okay. Here you can add the desired file names and data. Now here you can notice that the first field in the table here is named as ID by default. Views of a table. There are two views in MS Access. They are Datasheet View and Design View. Datasheet view. By default, a blank database opens in the datasheet view. This view is used to enter data in a table. In this view, the table is displayed as a grid, which forms rows and columns. Each row is regarded as a record and each column is regarded as a field. The field names are treated as column headers. Note that double-clicking on the table name in the navigation pane opens the table in the datasheet view. Design view. In this view, you can enter the field names, specify their data types, and add the relevant description. This design view is mainly divided into two sections. First, field definition grid, and second, field properties pane. In field definition grid, here you can specify the field names and data types for the table. You can also add a description for each field. In field properties pane, here you can set properties for each field defined in the table. The options in this pane changes as per the selected field. This has two tabs, General and Lookup. Rules for naming fields. While naming fields, you must follow some norms, which are a field name can be up to 64 characters long, including spaces, and include letters, numbers, and some special characters. The underscore sign is used quite often. And the field name can be in uppercase, lowercase, or combination of both. And a field name cannot begin with a blank space, and it cannot have a full stop, an exclamation mark, grave accent, or brackets. Data types in Access. Access allows you to set the data types for each field. A field's data type lets you control the type of data that can be entered in a field. Here you can see certain data types. They are short text. It stores text value, alphanumerical value, and numbers that are not used to perform any calculations. Hence, numbers are treated as text values. The fields with this data type can store up to 255 characters. Second, long text. It stores long text such as notes and descriptions. The fields with this data type can store up to 65,535 characters. Next, number. It stores numeric data that can be used to perform calculations. The fields with this data type can store integer and decimal values as well. Next, date or time. It stores date and time values. You can display the date and time in different formats. Next, currency. This data type lets you specify various currencies. You can also display the currencies in different formats. Auto number. It stores an integer that increments automatically whenever you add a new record to a table. You cannot change the value in the field that has auto number data type. Moreover, when you delete a record, its auto number value cannot be reused. By default, the ID field in a new table has auto number data type. Next, yes or no. It is used in the fields where there can be only one or two values, yes or no. You can adjust the format setting to display as true or false or on or off. OLE object. It stores graphics or objects created in other applications such as MS Word, MS Excel, or MS PowerPoint. Next, hyperlink. It stores links to a file or folder on your hard disk over a network location or a website. Next, attachment. It attaches an image file, spreadsheet, a Word document, or any other supported files to a record. It is quite similar to the way a file is attached to an email. Next, calculated. This data type is used to store the results of calculations that include values from other fields in the same table. Next, lookup wizard. This creates a lookup field which displays a list of values from which you can choose. The values could be taken from another table or query, or you can type as well. Thank you, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe.